The 200 and 400 individual medley are some of the most difficult events in the swimming schedule. They both require you to be versatile and tactical, but you also need to have super endurance and be good at all 4 strokes. But to be the best, there's one special technique you need to learn which can shave huge amounts of time off your PB. The greatest medley swimmers have used this technique to smash world records. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the crossover turn. Something that many swimmers struggle with, or even implement badly into the IM events, is the ability to perform a crossover turn. This is the fastest way to switch from backstroke to breaststroke. A good back to breast turn is one of the biggest steps that you can take towards narrowing the gap between being a good medley swimmer and a world-class one, as you'll see all the elite swimmers perform this turn and this turn only. Now the crossover turn might just be the most difficult technique to learn in swimming, which is why I've come outside to break it down into 3 separate parts: the approach into the wall, the hand placement, and the flip turn itself. So the first thing you have to figure out before you do any of this is how many strokes it takes you swimming backstroke to swim into the wall. For me, it's usually 4. The next step is the hand placement once you hit the wall. Now when you first start practicing this difficult turn, I'd recommend touching the wall on your back, then flipping onto your front and performing a normal freestyle turn. Remember to always be patient when implementing a new turn, because it might not go perfectly first try. Once you're feeling confident switching simply from your back to your front, you can soon start to switch from your back to your side just before you touch the wall. You want to be in your side so that you can flip over more quickly and then push off straight away. It's important not to go past 90 degrees when you're on your side, as this will lead to you getting disqualified. However, once you've actually hit the wall, then you can turn into whatever direction you want. I like to think of this turn as if a coffee mug was being rotated to the side and not up or down. You must remember that when you do the crossover turn, you're flipping across the horizontal axis and not the vertical one. Think of it as a sideways flip turn. So, why do we do crossover turns? Well, although it's complicated, it's been proven to be the fastest way to get around the wall when you're transitioning from backstroke to breaststroke in an IM race. This is because you spend less time on the wall overall. Although you will be slightly on your side after you've done the crossover turn, you can still push off the wall just as hard and gain an advantage on all the people who don't know how to do one. You might be wondering how long it takes to master this crossover turn, and in my experience, it only took me about 10 minutes of non-stop practicing in the pool, so not very long at all. But once you've mastered it, I can almost guarantee that when you next swim a 200 IM in a race, you'll knock off at least 1 second. Before I learnt the crossover turn, I went to 2:22 for my 200 IM, but afterwards I dropped it down to a 2:20, so it definitely does make a big difference. I hope you all enjoyed my video about the incredible crossover turn, and thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe how much the channel's grown this past month. I'm so grateful that you like my content, and I hope you've learnt something new today. But until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!